Hello you guys, it's Moon here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I get asked this question a lot. I get asked this question at least one person is asking this in the comments on Instagram or TikTok, or I get this on my DM all the time on my question boxes on Instagram. I get this question a lot. How do you have clear skin? So for reference, this is how my skin used to look like back in 2020. I dealt with a lot of hormonal acne. All of a sudden, my skin broke out. You guys, I don't know how it happened and why it happened. I never had problems with acne or dry skin growing up. And even when I hit puberty, my skin was fine. But exactly around 2020, when I was 18, 19, my skin started breaking out like crazy. And then it was exactly then that I realized, oh, I have to have a skincare routine. I started taking care of my skin. And what I basically did was I literally went on TikTok and I bought every single item, every single serum, all the influencers were promoting. My skin started to look a lot better. But I still dealt with acne here and then. Especially I think I dealt with hormonal acne a lot, but as you can clearly see, my skin is clear now. And you guys, right now I'm in my luteal phase of my menstrual cycle. And if you don't know what luteal phase is, it's basically a week before you actually get your period. I'm pretty sure you already know that your skin is not looking its best before your period, like a week before your period. And clearly I'm doing something right. And you can see that I'm not breaking out. I don't have any pimples, which was something that I never experienced before. And I feel like my skin has improved significantly over the past few months. And it's because of a few changes that I did in my skincare routine and also some of my lifestyle changes. I generally believe that my skin didn't look this perfect until I made all these changes, and I can't wait to share them all with you. First things first, I have been guilty of this, and I am pretty sure that you are guilty of this too. Stop over exfoliating your skin. There is this big hype around exfoliating products on TikTok, on Instagram, on social media. And by exfoliating, I mean double cleansing, your AHA, BHA acids, your active ingredients, your retinol. All those products are exfoliating agents. They exfoliate the very first layer of your skin. So basically what they do is they give you new skin. But isn't that what we all want, Moon? Baby skin that has no bump on it? Yes, we all want that. But also, by exfoliating your skin, you're messing with your skin barrier. And when you over exfoliate and you're not even using SPF during the day, you are basically creating a breeding ground for microbes to penetrate your new baby skin. That's how you get breakouts, that's how you get more acne, and that's how you mess up your skin barrier. One thing that I know that a lot of us are guilty of is, when you get a bumpy little pimple, you're like, okay, I have all these toners and products that are gonna take that layer of skin off, and the pimple's gonna go away by next day because I'm basically burning it off by using these ingredients. Word of advice, every time you have a little breakout on your skin, do not use any harsh ingredients. Instead, just moisturize it. Just use a hydrating serum and a moisturizer. And I promise you the breakout will go away faster with no scars or hyperpigmentation. I know it sounds very simple, and I know it's not something you're used to, but it really changed everything for me. So basically, you don't want to agitate and irritate some part of your skin that's already irritated. Instead, make sure you're healing your skin barrier, and I promise you, microbes won't be able to penetrate so easy. Something that I noticed that a lot of people do is they use retinol, AHA, BHA, vitamin C, and everything all together. Okay, that's wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. Your poor skin is trying to survive from all these chemicals that you're putting on it. Just choose one. Currently, I'm not using any retinol. Instead, I use AHA, BHA toner every other night. And yeah, that's it. If you guys want another video on what products I use and my detailed morning and PM skincare routine, let me know, drop it in the comments, and I will make another video dedicated only to my products and what I do step by step in my skincare routine. All right, so you're already consistent with your skincare routine and you're not over exfoliating. What would be the next step? Clean your makeup brushes, clean your makeup sponges, clean your makeup tools. Wash your pillowcases regularly. You guys, these are things that are very important for your hygiene. Even if having clear skin is not one of your goals, you still have to be hygienic. You still have to be clean. I've already mentioned this early on in the video, but I'm gonna say this again because it deserves its own very segment. SPF. And I don't wanna hear any excuses. I know them all. I used to make excuses. I know them all. You're just lazy. Start putting on your SPF. I feel like what helped me a lot with my SPF game was that I am smart about it. Being smart about it means you don't have to put a thick layer of SPF on your skin that's going to leave a white cast and that's going to ruin your makeup base. Being smart about it means you have to start using different products that have SPF in them. This is a skin serum that has SPF in it. This is another moisturizer that has SPF in it. There's tons of tinted moisturizers that have SPF in them, foundations that have SPF in them, setting powders that have SPF in them. If I'm buying makeup products, I would probably opt for makeup products that already have SPF in them because one stone, two birds. Is that the saying? I guess so. It's one stone, two birds. You get the point. Like, you're putting on makeup, but you're also putting on SPF. And for the love of God, you paid for it. Apply it every day. I make sure I put on SPF everywhere I go, even if I'm staying at home, even if it's raining outside, even if there's no sun out there, I still put on my SPF. Especially if you're using retinol, vitamin C, AHA, BHA, salicylic acid, this, that, you have to start putting on SPF religiously. You guessed it. Next up is water. Your water intake really impacts how your skin looks like. I started drinking a lot more water. Every time I have a meal, I make sure I have a glass of water before and after. I fill up my water bottle and I put it next to my bed. I drink water all the time. Drinking water is not only going to impact your skin, it's going to impact your hair, it's going to impact your metabolism, it's going to impact a lot of other things. So get that water in. Over the past few months, I started making a lot of changes in my lifestyle and the way that I live my life. One of the changes that I made was drinking more water, but another one was also my diet change. I started taking collagen. I started taking collagen primarily because I wanted hair growth and I wanted to up my protein intake, but it also significantly improved how my skin looks like. I just bought collagen powder from Amazon and I put it in my morning coffee. I also put it in my yogurt if I like. It doesn't have any taste, so usually I try to have my collagen powder every day, at least 1 or 2 scoops. Also, I cut out all sorts of added sugar from my diet. I know it sounds hard, but I did it. And I started eating more whole foods and foods that are packed with micronutrients. And I just feel like I can talk about my diet for probably an hour. Basically, I don't consume sugar. I eat a lot of vegetables and greens, whole foods, and I always make sure that I have my collagen powder every day in my morning coffee. But I also don't drink any alcohol. Now, I know this might be hard for a lot of people, but I've never been a fan of alcohol. I never liked how it tastes. I never like how it makes me feel or how it makes other people feel. So it wasn't really worth it for me to even have it in my life occasionally. I told myself early on, I was like, you know what, if it's an occasion, I'll drink it. I didn't want to have drinks only because other people were having it because I generally don't like how it tastes. I was like, you know what, for only some occasions that I feel like doing it, I'll drink it. To be honest, on every occasion I was like, I don't want it. So now, again, I'm not very strict about it, but I'm not a fan and I don't like drinking alcohol, so I cut it out entirely. I feel like cutting out alcohol and no sugar really made a big difference on how my skin looks like. Another lifestyle change that I made and that I feel like really changed the game for me was exercising and sleep. It doesn't matter what kind of exercise it is, I just make sure that I move my body at least for half an hour a day. It doesn't have to necessarily be a very high intensity cardio workout or an intense lifting session. I just make sure that I'm moving my body every day, but I definitely started taking exercise and my workouts more seriously. And I also started paying more attention to how well I sleep and when I sleep and when I wake up. I try to get my beauty sleep every day. My sleep schedule used to be very messed up, and now I feel like I'm getting at least like 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Obviously, some days, things happen. You might not be able to get enough sleep, but still, make sure you are on track with how well you're sleeping, with when you're waking up, and with when you're going to sleep. There's one other thing that I would like to talk about before I finish this video, and that is don't compare your journey to another person's journey. Don't compare your skin to another person's skin. Okay, you see how my skin looks like on my videos and you're like, wow, that is clear glass skin. I want that. I'm using professional lighting. Look at this. If I move this light around, it will change how my skin and my face looks like, right? Now, the fact that I'm using professional lighting doesn't mean that I'm editing my skin. My skin's still clear, but you can play around with how your face looks like and how your skin looks like with different types of lighting, with harsh or soft lighting. So I want you to remember that when you see my videos, I have to have the video pretty lit up so that I am providing you with good quality content. All I'm saying is every time you're looking at one of my videos or another content creator's videos and you're like, wow, their skin is so shiny and it looks good. Maybe it is in real life. Maybe they're not using filters, but they're also using good lighting, either natural lighting or artificial lighting. They're using good lighting. If I cover this, my skin is gonna look, if I cover these two, you can still see that I have, clear skin. But this is, pretty lit up and it looks a little bit more different. Before I wrap this video, I wanted to tell you one thing. This didn't happen overnight. It's been a whole journey. In the beginning, it may not feel like it's possible, but it is possible. Obviously, I get a pimple here and then, but with these changes, I've been able to significantly improve my skin and how it looks like. I feel a lot more confident. I feel like I don't need to hide myself with makeup anymore. It's not just one thing that you do and boom, your acne is cleared, you're good, you have glass skin. It's not. It's a lot of tiny little changes that you make, and you have to be consistent with it, and you have to not give up, and you have to keep on doing it until you get to a point where you're like, oh, okay, I feel like my skin is looking good and I can maintain it now. And honestly, this is true of anything else that you would like to achieve. If you want healthy hair, same story. If you want a healthy body, same story. It's the tiny little decisions and changes that you make every day that is going to give you a better result, and there's no end goal. You have to maintain it. But the thing is, once all these little changes become part of your habits and the way that you live your life, it becomes easy. It just comes natural to you. And that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope I was able to help you. Comment down below if you have any questions, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I love you so much. I will see you in the next video.